Greater trochanter.
Remember? Okay, so the greater trochanter. There, found that greater trochanter. What am I going to line up with that? The fulcrum, the distal end, the proximal end? The fulcrum. Okay. And then the proximal arm, we want to line up with the moving or non-moving part of the body?
Non-moving.
Non-moving, okay? So I'm going to line that up with, just essentially with the table being flat or in line with his body, okay, his torso. And then the moving arm is going to be lined up with
Condyle.
femur, specifically the
Lateral condyle.
lateral epicondyle. That's what I said. So there it is right there.
Just kidding.
Now, we want to practice as much as possible. So I'm lined up. I don't have to keep my thumb down there because I know I'm lined up, right? I can move my thumb in here. We want to practice moving him through it with the, while moving the goniometer at the same time. Okay? So it's going to be fun, to say the least. Yeah.
Don't you want it at 0 to start with?
So yeah, ideally, I do want to get close to 0 as possible, right? But maybe I'm depending on how things. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We may not be able to get to 0. The biggest thing with 0 is making sure you understand where it is.
So if it's the range of motion and you started at like 3,
Because my body's at a 3.
right?
Yeah,
So
so,
how would,
like
would
with
you
him,
document that with like would you just subtract
Math.
it?
I'm lacking. I'm like a 1 degree away from 0. Okay, but it's not like we're starting here, so I'm not going to be terribly worried about it or anything like that. But the biggest thing is that I know where my 0 is. So in this instance, there's my 0, and it's the black number, not the red number, so I'm going to follow that side of the Goni. Okay? That way, wherever I get to, I'm taking through the motion. Okay? So wherever I get to, now I know that, because that was my 0, and this is the end of the Goni I want to follow, I'm at, just a little bit farther, there we go. I'm at 127 degrees of flexion. Actually, I came off a little bit. There you go. 124 degrees of flexion, instead of saying over here that I'm at 57 degrees of flexion, because that's obviously wrong.
Since you started at 1,
Right.
would you just put 1 to 120?
No, you can start at 0. He's close enough that you're fine.
Okay.
If it's over a significant amount, then you would.
Okay.
Like if you were measuring a damaged hip and I couldn't extend all the way type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yep. What else do I want? What other information do I want to get in addition to just a number?
The infield.
End feel, right? So even before you do the motion, if you want to, you can bring them up, and I can give a little push. I'm getting what type of end feel would be normal?
Tissue approximation.
Soft tissue approximation, right? So if I were to do the entire thing from beginning to end, I introduce myself, I tell them what we're going to be doing and everything like that. Yay, we did it. Hello, not back down. Okay, and then I'm going to say, okay, I want you to bring your knee to your chest as far as you can.
Can I pull on it?
Nope.
No.
Because what happens if he starts pulling on it? Turns into passive. Okay? So there's active. Great. Now I'm going to take you through that same motion. Bring you up. Give a little push. Good. Everything feels okay. Looks like we got pretty normal range. A bit pinchy, he says.
So uncomfortable.
I find my points. Line up. Passively take him through that motion, right? I get to here. Here's a little trick. I know that if I have my patient grab it and pull it farther, what does it become?
Passive.
Passive, and I'm measuring passive range. So I can say, if you want to go ahead and grab your knee and pull it down towards you, perfect. And he actually pulls it a little bit farther than I did pushing it. So I'm getting 130 degrees of passive range of motion.
So when you first have them do it though, you want them to do it active.